You've figured out how to make money on eBay. Now let's figure out how to keep more of it. It starts by knowing your numbers. And to know your numbers, you need the right accounting software. I'm Ben from Your E-commerce Accountant, and in this video, I'm sharing the best accounting software for eBay sellers. These recommendations come from hands-on experience helping e-commerce sellers understand their numbers. Choosing accounting software might not sound like a big deal until you try switching later, and it's far from fun. Think about rebuilding IKEA furniture with no instructions. And that's why we always say get the right software from day one, no matter what size. One of the most important things to consider are eBay integrations. So manual bookkeeping might be okay when you're shipping a dozen items a month, but the second you start selling more than 50 units a month, it starts becoming a full-time job. And that is prone to errors. That's where eBay accounting integrations come in. They sync your eBay data with your accounting software automatically, and they keep things clean, compliant, and they'll allow you to understand your numbers. So let's get into which accounting software is our top picks. And our number one recommendation is Xero. And we recommend Xero to nearly all eBay sellers, and for good reason. It's got the best in-class integrations. Apps like Ecomledger, LinkmyBooks, and A2X connect seamlessly. Your eBay sales, fees, refunds, VAT, all imported automatically. Journal entries created, no spreadsheets, no chaos. Xero's got VAT reporting that you can actually understand. Xero makes it easy to track VAT. You can switch and change VAT treatment. You can run reports, and you can file MTD VAT returns directly through the software. It's also the best for multi-currency. For eBay sellers whose suppliers are based overseas, Xero tracks exchange rates, converts transactions, and reconciles them accurately with no drama. And then it's got seamless bank connections. Xero connects to nearly every UK business bank, so transactions feed in daily and you can just match off payments as simple as clicking a button. eBay sellers who come to us with a lot of overseas suppliers, we always recommend Xero with Ecomledger. And in many cases, if they've come from different software, they're saving a serious amount of time every month, and they're using that time to look at their figures and squeeze out more margin. There are things to look out for. It's got really powerful reporting, but it will take you some time to learn how to use that software, so it's got a bit of a learning curve. And it's got premium pricing. It's going to cost you at least £33 per month. With all that considered, if you're VAT registered, you want to grow, and you handle a lot of multi-currency transactions, Xero will save you time and money in the long run. So Xero's got a steep learning curve. So if you value ease of use, then QuickBooks is our other recommendation, especially if you're an eBay business who's just based in the UK and only buying and selling in the UK. The reason we recommend QuickBooks is because it's got a clean, intuitive design. QuickBooks is beginner friendly. You don't need to be a numbers person. Reconciliations make sense, reports are easy to run, and it's quick to get set up. It doesn't have that same learning curve as Xero does. And integrations are just as good as Xero. QuickBooks supports Ecomledger, LinkmyBooks, and A2X, and these tools keep your bookkeeping accurate and automated. And again, it handles VAT. QuickBooks is great for VAT reporting, whether you're the flat rate scheme or your standard scheme. It handles the VAT, it does the adjustments, and it files through Making Tax Digital. I think QuickBooks is actually great value for money, especially if you go through your accountant. The list price is £33 per month, but you can actually get it almost half price if you go through an accountant like us. eBay sellers who work with us are UK based and only have UK suppliers. We always suggest QuickBooks with Ecomledger. You don't have to understand spreadsheets, you don't need multi-currency, and QuickBooks works perfectly for these types of businesses. There are some limitations though. If you're a seller who is buying a lot of stock overseas, QuickBooks might not be for you. While it has good multi-currency support, it's just not as good as Xero, and it takes more time and it's rather clunky. What makes it worse is that if you use multi-currency PayPal account, QuickBooks starts to struggle. You'll need to do manual uploads, and Xero just handles this way better. And we would avoid using QuickBooks if you use multi-currency PayPal. So if you're an eBay seller based in the UK and only buying and selling in pounds, then we would recommend QuickBooks due to how easy it is to use and how cost effective it is. So we keep mentioning Ecomledger and LinkmyBooks, and this is your automation secret weapon. Think of these tools as the missing piece, and they connect your eBay account to Xero or QuickBooks, and they automatically pull in your sales, fees, VAT, refunds, and payouts. They're game changers. You stay compliant, but you save a lot of hours with bookkeeping, and it just works. We use Ecomledger with our clients, and it means they can quickly understand their numbers. So when people talk to me, they go, well, what about Freeagent? And it's not a bad option if you're just starting out or you're not that registered and you get it free with your bank like NatWest or Metal. It's easy to use, it's built for small businesses, and it does have good bank feeds. But the reason we don't recommend it is because it has weak eBay integrations, which means it will take more time than it's actually worth. And if you don't get it free, it's basically the same price as Xero and QuickBooks. Free Agent is great for early stage sellers on a budget, but it's just not built for a growing e-commerce business. The other thing we've mentioned is making tax digital. And HMRC's Making Tax Digital isn't just for VAT anymore. From 2026, it's rolling out to all sole traders, where you must do quarterly reporting to HMRC submitted via approved software. So all the tools we've mentioned today, Xero, QuickBooks, and FreeAgent, all support Making Tax Digital for VAT, and they'll support income tax too. That means accounting software is getting more important. So getting the right system now means that you won't be scrambling around when you need to start doing quarterly reporting. So which accounting software should eBay sellers avoid? So Sage Business Cloud, Zohobooks, Pandle, they don't have the same level of eBay integrations as QuickBooks or Xero, and they're built for traditional businesses. They're not e-commerce friendly. So if you go with one of these, you'll outgrow them and you'll just have to switch later. So which software should you get depending on your eBay business? So just starting out, you're not that registered and you're banked with Metal and NatWest, well, Freeagent could work, it's free, but you should expect to switch if your business grows. But if you want to grow or you're already VAT registered or you use multicurrency, we would 100% recommend Xero for your eBay business. And finally, if you're a UK-based eBay seller who only deals with domestic customers and suppliers and you want simplicity, then we'd recommend QuickBooks. The ones to avoid are obviously Sage, Zoho, and Pandle, and any software which doesn't have strong third-party eBay integrations. So make sure you make the right choice with your eBay accounting software, and remember to like and subscribe to find out how you can understand your e-commerce business numbers.